Hello and good morning. Please ignore my nails because I haven't had time to sort them out and some are broken off, so I will pre-warn you. You may not be able to notice because I will hide the ones that I have not taken off yet. But hello and welcome to my hugs. Now, I have been on holiday, so I have missed the first 7 days. So I will be doing as many as I can on this stream today. And then obviously I will catch up where I can after that. I don't think there's so many watching. I think there's only 3 watching, so I'm just going to get on with it. I don't think there's many people for me to say hi to, but I'm not sure whether my links have worked and whether people know I'm here. But we're going to just get on with it anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to colour away anyway. I'm going to be using Colourists pencils today to complete these hugs, so I'm going to be using them the whole way through. Hello, Sammy, how are you? I have labelled them. All these labels look extremely daunting, to say the least. I don't know what is going on with my chat. Let me just check it on my phone, because it's just took me nearly half an hour to get my computer up and running, so I think it's been on holiday as well. I did. It was lovely. We went down. I can't think. So it was past East Anglia. It was down near oh, so they call it East Anglia, and then it comes to East Anglia, and then it comes a bit further down, and I'm not sure. We was in near Lowestoft, and it was really nice. It was a very long drive. It took ages to get there, and then took ages to get back. So let me just check where I'm up to. Um, so I need to play it. I'm just going to put my chat up on my phone, just because I think my computer's being really temperamental. Hi Gainer, hi Isa. 5:53 and I'm still half asleep. No worries, you get some more sleep. So yeah, we're starting with day 1. I know I've seen a few since I came back, and I have broken 3 of my nails off, and I'm taking them off today. I've just not had time. I've been doing loads of washing. So please ignore the state of my hands. It isn't good, I know. But we're going to be zooming in anyway. So how is our little bump, Sammy? How are you doing with little bump? I need to take my brightness down. Just bear with me a second. I think it's because it's daytime and last time I used it. Good day, Aspie. I think I had it set up for when it's like daytime. No, is that right? Yeah, there. That'll do. Still looks dodgy colour, but I think it's this book. So we're doing these little like fluffy things. I have no idea what it's called, so I'm just gonna get some pencils ready. And see what we can make of this guy. And it's so hot here today, it's like horrendously sweaty. It's so can I tell you, I am so impressed with the Colour in Heaven mag that's come this week. I was like, yes. So I don't have that book. Bump's good, thanks, and knock on wood. How you all coming in to chat? So I'm going to do the big guy first, and I'm going to give him a full coating of Terracotta Light, and I'm just going to very lightly waz this on everywhere, because I need to do these quick because I've got to get through 7 of them. Oh, I'm so glad. What on earth word is that? Hi Tracy, I'm glad you're doing well, Sammy, and Bump is growing nicely. Your little girl is what is she, about the size of a... I'm trying to remember my trimester things now. So now, is she the size of an orange? Is it? Because I remember looking at the like size of a nail, then they're the size of your thumb, then they're the size of this, and then they're the size of a watermelon. And you think, where are they up to now? And I remember reading one, and it freaked me out. It's nothing bad, but I remember when it said at a certain stage, and I can't remember what stage it was, but it said they are now sitting weeing in the water, and I'm like, what? Good day, Angie. How are you doing? So they're all going to be the same colour. So I'm obviously thinking quickness here. If this was the start of my um, hugs journey, and I started when all the other girls did, I would probably put more. Um, what's the right word for it? I think I probably would have been a bit more detailed with it. But today I'm literally going to be like trying to get through 7 hugs. I'm giving 7 hugs here to everyone. Gold, a Wigan word? It's definitely not a Wigan word. It was a word that just appeared out of my mouth. I should see some words I've come out with last week. Honestly, I think my brain's all mashed up. It's that all that seer. Hi Dee, how are you? Hi Tracy, I think I've said Tracy, I'm not too sure. I'm forgetting who's coming in and out now. I knew I've said hi to. I know I've not. So yeah, they're just going to be all brown, these 2 little fellas. Are they like dad and son, or are they brother? Are they brothers, do you think? I don't know. But I thought I'd come back from holiday all nice and refreshed, and I'm like, oh, hit with reality as soon as I come back with the washing machine. And I was like, no, I hate the washing. Are you still doing all 4, Angie, you crazy loon? So if I didn't say this is terracotta light, just in case. Oh, it's not going to focus now, is it? There we go. Is it coming up? Terracotta light. Terracotta light, if you're following along. So yes, it's definitely been a really nice, relaxing holiday, which is what I needed. But I needed 2 weeks. I think I needed a week to just chill, and then I wanted to explore everywhere. Couldn't fit it all in. Okay. What's next? So I'm thinking, do I go for fur or do I go for shadowing first? So I'm going to go for shadowing. So next I'm trying to get these to focus, and I don't think they're going to focus. I hate it when it's like this. 1 second. Glod, you're good, and sniff the seer. Seer. That's me, isn't it? I mean, I've loved that accent where I've been down there. They have a really, really good. It's like uh, what I would call like a southern accent, or down that way, London, Essex side. Very similar to Sammy. They all speak an amazing accent down there, and I absolutely loved it. And I was like, oh, why can't I talk like this? Instead, I just talk like a nice, not broad Wigan girl. But there we go. So I'm just going to leave it at that, because that's for picking up my pencil as well. So we're using raw umber 116 for the shadows. Good morning, Ashleigh. Hello, my bestie. I'm taking during, so I won't have sound, but I'm here till I have sound. No problem. Stay safe and drive carefully. Hello, Deb. How are you? Let me just try and get this back on. There we go. So hopefully now it's picking up my name of my pencils. So the first pencils that I used was Terracotta Light. That's the layer I've put all over everywhere. And then we're going in with Raw Umber. And all I'm going to do with this part first, I'm thinking I'm going to shadow in with all these colours, and then I might just flick some dark in where I need it. We shall see, because I don't want to sit here and do hours and hours and hours of fur. these are going to be like speed colourings in real time. Does that make sense? Are those round brutes? They're not D, they are colourists. I was originally going to use our teaser, but as our amazing Angie is doing a replica of all three, me, Tammy and Ashleigh, as well as her own, may I add, I wanted to do them in pencils that Angie had, and Angie doesn't have our teaser, so I've switched to colourists, which in essence they're not much different to the teasers in my opinion on here when I've tested them out on the paper. But this paper, as I'm going along, is not too bad. I did do some testers if I had a play in the back, because this is like your novel book paper. It's not made for it's not made for colouring at all, I don't think, but it takes pencils really well. That's all right. So yeah, when I was I remember my first pregnancy, going back to that, and I was obsessed with reading the process and the trimesters and where things were up to with baby and what baby was doing, and I thought it was it's an amazing process just creating another human in your belly. But I'm trying to just go in between these swirly curlies. Trying to get my words out. I ride for the first half. So we share the car, and he works 1.5 hours before me, so I make him drive himself in first. I would make him drive himself too. So I'm just going to add in kind of like ridges of this raw umber to kind of replicate fast hair but effective at the same time. This may not work, but I promise you the ones after day 7 I'll try and get more detail in them. Swirly curlies. What's wrong with swirly curlies? That's what it is. Oh dear me, I've missed you all, I have. I must admit, I did do some colouring myself, but didn't get very far. I'm there thinking, woohoo, I'll do loads of colouring, but I didn't. But spending time with the kids and having a fantastic holiday obviously was far more important than colouring. But at night when I was chilling with my gin, it was nice to just have a little bit of a colour. I like to do swirly curlies. Oh dear. Oh. Angie, I don't need to guess. I know where that went. Oh dear me, crackpots, the lot of you. Oh dear, you make me laugh. Oh, you're making me feel like my words are naughty. I tell you what though, where we've just been in Lowestoft, the people were so friendly. Not that people in Wigan aren't friendly, but oh, they were so nice. Like people who was local, who had caravans on that site and everything themselves. They was just constantly saying hi to people walking past. And one little old guy said to me on Sunday when we were setting off to go, I was absolutely gutted because it was cracking the flags. It was absolutely gorgeous weather, and I'm thinking, oh, I've got to do a 5.5 hour drive back home in this heat. And I stood at the door watching, because we had a sea view caravan, and I was just watching the sea, and I was just, thinking, oh, I don't want to go home. And this old guy comes past, he's like, good morning. And I was like, morning. And he's like, oh, are you just arriving? And I'm like, no, we're going. And I said, I don't want to leave this gorgeous weather. He said, oh, he said, if I could, I'd package you some weather up and send it with you. You know, and they were just lovely, lovely people, and their attitude. Even when you was driving through streets, the streets were a lot smaller. Where we were staying, it was like little tiny cottages and stuff around the campsite. Or should I say outside the campsite. And even when he was just passing them, driving in the street, everyone was dead courteous to each other, and you're just not used to that here in Wigan. Everyone used to people screaming and shouting at you through the windows or shouting obscenities, and you're like, what did I just do? Words are hard and naughty. Angie, you're on one you this morning. I have had my coffee, but I'm still in I think I'm still in holiday mode. I'm trying to get off my butt and do stuff. I've got a load washing at the minute, what I want to get outside on the line. Why take advantage of this nice warm weather that did come back. So that little old man's package must have done a world of good because it come over here too. But I still wouldn't get on a plane. I still definitely wouldn't get on a plane. It's just come up. Angie's on Discord thing already with quotes. It's just come up on my phone. The words are hard and naughty. I just see. If you weren't part of that Discord, you should Discord, not Discord. Discord. You definitely should be part of that group on Discord because it is so funny. It's Emily Illustrators Discord, but they have a quote section, they have a chat section where everyone just chats all kinds of colouring related stuff, or just absolute mumbo jumbo maybe on some of them. But it's a place that you can just go, and it's absolutely wonderful set of people that's in there, and also Belinda has one. Morning Nana, how are you? So yeah, it was like one of them days where lost track of thought. What was I saying? It's one of them groups, not days. It's one of them groups where you just need to be part of. I don't have the Discord link, but I will put it in the description, or Angie may have it to add it to. So next up, we are going in with walnut brown, and then I'm just gonna sharpen and I really deepen up them crevices. See where Angie takes that one. Just going to deepen up these. These are going to be like what Shannon says, smooth furry animals. Just for pure quickness. Just because they're very furry. And honestly, I might add some flicks of fur here and there, and we'll see. Just for effects, I might just follow kind of like what's gone on here. You know, like just to give it a bit of a... Good morning, Audrey. How are you? And good morning, anyone that may be lurking in the background. So these are my new stream days. If anyone didn't know, it's probably going to take a bit of getting used to. And Sammy, if you're still there, I need to obviously message you with my stream times. My Friday night stream is still staying the same. Still staying at 8 PM on Friday evenings, and Tuesdays at 10:30. For the foreseeable, I'm no longer streaming on a Sunday night. I was supposed to stream on Sunday night before I went on holiday, but I just got so mobbed down with packing, that I just didn't have time to stream, unfortunately. And I really wanted to, because it was the last kind of Sunday, and I wanted to say goodbye to you all properly on a Sunday, who came watching on a Sunday, and I couldn't. but obviously I needed to get packed up for the holiday, so it was just one of them moments where I just didn't. In fact, I didn't even realise that it had gone past my stream time. By the time I came down, and my husband's like, "Are you not streaming tonight?" I'm like, "Nope. I think I've missed it. I missed my own stream." So yeah, I needed a bit longer holiday. That's all. I think wasn't ready to come back. If the kids weren't back at school, I most definitely would have done longer. That's for sure. Thanks for that, Angie. Definitely deepening the crevices. Oh, what else should I call them? It's one of them. So, what has everyone been up to? What have I missed? I've still got to finish the tribute page for Paula Yeats, and I've still got to finish the holiday page I was doing, which may add was quite good. I would show you, but I'm kind of on a what do you call it? A time scale here to get through 7, and I think a lot of them are quite big pictures, so I'm trying my hardest to kind of get them done. But if at the end of the live I'll show you what I did on holiday, but is yet to be finished. So has everyone been keeping up with the hugs? I watched one of Angie's last night before I went to bed, and it was amazing seeing Angie colouring, because I know what Angie's colouring looks like anyway. I've seen her pictures and stuff, but it's different when you see people actually colouring on videos, you know, and seeing the technique and how they actually bring their pictures to life and stuff like that. It was so lovely seeing that from Angie. I've got to catch up with a lot. I've got 7 of 14, 21 videos to try and catch up on, as well as do my own. Honestly. That's just one of them things, isn't it? So let's just do the bridge of his nose here. So my kids have gone back to school. My youngest daughter started high school yesterday. It was so sweet. She was so scared as well. Who remembers them days when you had to go to high school? So for high school, I know it's different in different countries, but for high school for us here in the UK, that is age 12 going into year 7 of high school, because I think high school is more like college days in America, and college is more like university. I think when me and Ashley's discussed the difference, so my daughter's 12, age 12, so she's gone to high school, so whatever that is an equivalent to your country is what she started yesterday. Oh, thank you. They're so good, these little hug books. They are cute. So I'm just trying to get some texture in and where the faces are. Just bringing it to life that way rather than trying to concentrate on doing loads of fur. This is my aim. I'm going to come in with a darker brown in a second. But yeah, these are, I'm kind of just doing it more like a rough colouring, and then down here I'm going to really deepen this up. I just wanted the guys to look lovely and furry, but in a smooth way. My has been on YouTube on a Saturday with Lily at Art Journey UK. Oh, I've never heard of that one, Audrey. I'll have to check her out. I know there's a good few art channels actually on YouTube at the minute. I've been watching a few. There's some that do as well that are good. I think they're called Arty. Oh, I can't think of the name now. Arty something. I'm subscribed to them, so that when they do the live videos, it comes up. But it's like how professionals use like the dough and intense blocks, and how the so I'm just following along the strokes that the artist has put in here. Middle school in the US. Oh, thank you, Angie. I think I've got a broken pencil. I can feel it wobbling around under there. So yeah, I'm just basically using the lines now that obviously the artist Chris Rydell has drawn. Is it Chris that actually does the illustrations? Yeah. Those hugs warm my heart as I drew them, and I hope this book will warm the hearts of those who in need of a hug. So yeah, I'm so glad Angie sent me this book though. It was stunning. I remember when Ashleigh brought it out and she coloured the, I call them it characters because they had just mops of hair. I thought it was absolutely amazing. And then it popped through my door from the lovely Angie, and she's like, keep hold of that, we're all going to do something for that. And I was like, woohoo, yes. And you know, the amazing thing, Angie's come out and done her own videos, so please make sure you subscribe to Angie's channel. I've put the link in my description, but Angie, if you would kindly put your channel link in the chat as well, just in case anyone is missing Angie doing her rugs. I don't think you are, but just in case, please make sure you go over to Angie, because I love the way you're doing the cards. So you're putting them out on the card, aren't you? And as you're using the colour, you're pointing to the colour that you're using and then colouring. And for a speed video where you're not speaking and stuff like that, that process is a lot better than I have little cards in this tub. You've probably all seen them loads of times. I have these cards and I keep them on screen, and when I'm not using them I whiz them off. But it's hard to remember to keep picking them up and putting them back. So where Angie just had her little colour card here at the side, and she just was started colouring, pointed to the colour she was using and colouring away, I thought that was genius. So that is one thing I'm going to pinch off our lovely Angie. I'm so glad that my phone autocorrects things to like good to hoof. I know my phone keeps doing it. Everyone thinks I'm sending them an absolute load of gobbledygook, but it's not. And I watched it yesterday when I was catching up on a lot of my messages. And it was changing my words. So I was like writing at, and it was changing it to it and things like that. And I said, no wonder I send so many typos and thinking it's me. Oh, thank you, Ashleigh. I can do dogs back in its so I was actually looking and I was thinking, oh my gosh, my actual autocorrect is actually changing my words to not even normal words. They was weird, and I was like, what on earth is going on? Crazy phones. So with this one, I'm just flicking around, following Chris's flicks that he's done, just to bring that texture to the page, but just like smooth. But just concentrating on covering it. So here it's got quite a lot of dark, so I'm just going to do what I've done under here, where we've got all this really dark. I've really gone in with the pencil. I'm going to do that same with his little feet here, and then maybe flick them out a little bit so it looks furrier. Yeah, my eldest son, he started his level 1 mechanics course yesterday, so we've had it all going on. And my youngest son started year 6, and I can't believe that I've only got one more kid left in primary school. Hi Melissa, good morning. Yeah, Angie's been doing them as well, as well as Tammy and Ashleigh, so please get on over to Angie's channel, because Angie's been uploading each day just like Tammy and Ashleigh's been doing, and she's done such fantastic videos, and her colouring's absolutely amazing, as we all know anyway. But she's been doing her own videos. Okay, so I'm just going to deepen these bits up here. Probably going to get another pencil just slightly darker. Then we've got some looking out here to do. Oh. Yeah, so when you see the way Angie's with a card, honestly, it's a really good way of doing it. I'm like I said, I might have to pinch that idea, Angie. I'm sorry. It's just easier to point at the colour you're doing than it is trying to remember, oh, put that card on your screen and just keep the card on your screen and point to the one I'm using. That is such a great idea. So all around this baby here. This baby might be brother and son, brother and brother, or father and son. What we all thinking this is. So cute though. So what I'm going to do now to really deepen up them shadows, I'm going to get a real and much darker. I might actually go for, in fact no I won't, because I've not done the head of her. It didn't show me on my subscribe tab. I'm excited to see them. I have a book coming, but I think it will only be here next week. Pinch away shell. Honestly, it's a really good idea, Angie. I love it. So I need to go in between his hair here, in between the curly whirlies. And just bring out some of that as highlights. I find curly hair very challenging, especially when it's really curly squirrely like this. It's hard to kind of, my phone's going, let me just put it on silent. It's all on silent, so it shouldn't be doing that. Try that. You did it as mother and son. Isn't it lovely how kind of we all just interpret it the different ways, and the versions I've seen on Instagram, because I had literally on holiday I had no signal, so for the whole time that these hugs were going out I couldn't see who had what coloured were or when. So it was only when I got back yesterday that I was able to see what everyone had done, when I got back on proper Wi-Fi and wherever my 4G worked. And there's been so many variations. I've seen other people who are not doing it on channels but are colouring along with us, and they're all amazing. Oh, it looks so cute. It definitely is, Deb. It definitely is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get, if I can find it, the black. It's so hot. Or should I do it with navy blue? Sometimes navy blue is nice on the brown. Whoops. That's more purpley. So this is Purple Lake Deep. It's just to deepen up the brown, because sometimes black can be a little bit too harsh. So going in all these really dark areas now with this. But it keeps my brown, but gives me the dark shade that I want for these shadows. It is, isn't it? So just reinforcing all them darker areas that we've already done with this. Oh, it's breaking up the page, so I need to be very careful now with this colour. It's not taking as many layers as I was hoping. Can't wait to do the jokers though. The little jesters. I think, was that yesterday's one? I think. I'm just going to be really careful with these little sections. But I'm not going outside of that darkest colour which I used, which was walnut brown. This purple leg deep, I'm only putting that where I've used that really dark colour, and hopefully it'll just help draw out that 3D effect now with this. And if it does creep out a little bit too purple, just grab your walnut brown and just go over the top of it, and it'll bring back the brown but keep the dark tone to it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm used to black. I do like using black only because of my makeup artistry stuff. If you're scared of black, being a makeup artist definitely brings the less scary side of using black out. But yeah, if you can use, I think I've used navy blue as well when I've done skin tones. It was Ems that gave me that trick a while back, about using navy blue just to give it a bit of a different tone but keeping a skin tone colour. So yeah, if you can use black sparingly, then that's good, but obviously if you can't and you want to use black, there's no harm in doing that either. But I'm just trying to show you that you can use purple over brown but it still stays brown. It just gives you a deeper tone without it being too black in shadows. So I've nearly finished this guy anyway. So this section all down here, I'm going over the whole of that bit. So I want that really dark. Oh, thank you, Deb. I'm colouring while watching. It was a challenge, wasn't it? I'll have to do them on this one today. So with this bit, I'm just literally going under his arm here. So now it's showing a little bit too much purple there, so all I'll do is come in with my walnut brown and I'll go over the top of it, and it just kills the purple but keeps my dark there. But sometimes black can be overpowering and kill the whole brown colour if you're not careful with it, so hence why it's easy to use this one. So I think we got good there. I need to bring this round a little bit more here. And the walnut brown, not too dark. So right in the crease of his leg here, I want that to be darker. I'll be driving now, chap, when I get to the car park. No problem. Drive safely, Ashleigh. So we've also got Ashleigh's colourathon coming up for her birthday, where we're colouring anything happy. Anything that makes you happy is what we're colouring, so I'm quite looking forward to that. The schedule, I think, has been done. Is that postable now? Oh, Ashleigh can't talk. I forgot she's driving. I think the schedule is live. I'm not too sure because I got it, was it yesterday? So obviously I'm still playing catch up with everything, and know obviously I got a few colourathons coming up. I'm going to be doing one for October for Halloween. I've just got to get everything set up for that. So there's going to be a lot going on these next couple of months. Woohoo! Audrey's posted on Insta. I'm gonna have to make sure I'm following Audrey. I'm not too sure if I am. You'll have to inbox me or on Instagram, and then I can see if I'm following you. So I think he is pretty much done. I'm just gonna come back then with the walnut, no, the terracotta light, and I'm going to just go over the top and make him a little bit darker. And his feet here. I don't know why that camera's bringing out a lot of yellow tone. It's not that yellow on here. But anyway, it looks really light. I'm just going to run this through it. I'm just getting rid of the actual colour of the paper in case I've missed anywhere. Yeah, that's very true, Angie. And you start looking into the colour theory and mixing of colours and stuff. I was watching a video the other week of an artist just using 5 primary colours to colour. I think it was Kirsty Partridge, and she did a silver ring with different coloured gems in, and she just did it. I think it was either 5 or 6 pencils, I'm not too sure, but it wasn't very many at all. And what she was basically saying is you don't need to have 120 pencils when you can make so many colours just out of your primary colours, which is true. It's very true. I think we just all fall foul to the full set syndrome and want every set going. But they always say there might be professional pencils and stuff like that, but all your pencils are only as good as the hand yield in them. So if you are an amazing colourist anyway, you can make any pencil be amazing, whether it's budget or high end. You give the power the pencil, should we say? No, you give the pencil the power. Right, that's one hug done. So this is day 1, isn't it? just going around the edges here. His little teeth can just stay white. So yes, I'm happy with that one. So that's Hugger Day 1 done. Day 1, I'm going to write at the top of here in my black pen. If this works anyway. Day 1. I think that went through. I'll have to be careful. Oh, he's Cat Lady and Superman. Superman. So I've got to get some reds for his little thing, but it's made all my paper funny doing him. I need my pencils. Okay, so let's do his cape. So we're going to do typical Superman colours. Okay. So let me see what these castle arts do with the reds. That's a nice red. That's too pink. It's more of an orange. Chinese orange. Oh, like that. I'm just seeing if I've got a red in there. So these castle arts really lack in a good red. Let's have a look at you. I think I'm going to go with the Indian red wherever I've just put it. I want Indian red. I'm going for these three. Don't forget, a blotter paper. These pages are thin. I know. They're very thin. I think I'm going to have to put something underneath here. Just put another colouring book underneath to help me. Oh, get here. Not too sure about these reds, just bear with me a second. Sometimes I have this where I'm like, these are all too orange. I want a true red. How red are you? Scarlet red is a better red. Yes. Scarlet red. Vermilion. I'm going to use that for the shadows. Okay, shall put another piece behind, otherwise the monster's colours will transfer. Ah. I get you. I get what you mean. There we go. Okay, let's do Superman and Catwoman, because it's definitely Catwoman, that, not Batman. So I am using Scarlet Red first. How long have we had? It took me an outfit colour, the first one. Oh my gosh. Me and Claws are not the best. I will say that for sure. Oh yeah. Oh no. Good job we're not doing the panda page. I'll remember that now for next time. Thanks for that. I am getting an ink. If you see the dark on my hand as well, that's transferring to my hand. I suppose it's the ink they use, because it's not made for colouring, this book, is it? So it's probably not even. But saying that, some colouring books, the ink does transfer if you're not careful. I never thought of that, to be fair, but I will from now on. Luckily the strokes and stuff are not affecting my base colour here. It's going down quite even. So this is day 2 of the Superman. I've just got them done, Melissa. It would be faster if I was doing them rather than watching back again. Shall put on. Oh, Superman has already transferred to the panda page. I don't want to forget to plonk those thumbs down for Shell. Oh, thank you. Oh no, I'm colouring the wrong part of his cape. I don't even want to try and rub that out, so we'll make that work. We will make that work. Okay, so next up, now I know what the paper's like as well, I'm using vermilion. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sharpen it up so I get a nice point, which will help me get into those crevices. I'm going to come in here where all these creases are. And bring that red out, because obviously the cape is going to be the star of the show here. I lost my chat, one sec. At least you all knew it was Superman. My dumb butt had no idea. You didn't know this was Superman? Do you not watch? Are you not a DC or Marvel's fan, Ashleigh? I just wasn't sure whether it was Batman giving Superman a hug, but then I thought, no, it's definitely Catwoman. So where all the creases are, I'm just going to aim to work in each section separately, then that makes it easier for me for blending. Because me and Claws are not best of friends, I will tell you that. But I want to give it movement, so hopefully this will. I wasn't until I was colouring Tammys that I had realised it was in fact Catwoman. Batman doesn't wear pointy shoes. Ah! There's a heel as well at the back. Yeah, it's the claws, I think, because I don't think Batman has claws either on his gloves. I think this is one of the pages I picked as well. I'm not too sure. I'd have to look back at the ones that I said. what was my pick from them, because I can't remember now. I knew I left a lot out thinking Tammy will pick that, Ashleigh will pick that. Maybe Chris Rydell in his own way thought, oh, people might get confused who this is, so I'll put pointer shoes on. That'll make them guess. But forgive me if I do this rubbish, because like I said, me and clothes are not the best of friends when it comes to clothes. You're colouring like a grown-up Robin. Just remember that a crease has one hard edge and a soft edge. That's good theory, that, Angie, thank you. I'm musical theatre, not superhero. That's very true. Hi, Sinead. How are you? Good morning. Or good afternoon, I think it is now. It's not far off good afternoon here in the UK. I'm losing my point very quickly with these. Which I didn't think I would. But it may be the texture of the paper. I'm not sure. Should have seen my little square boots on holiday, going down like no tomorrow, doing that water I was doing. Took the circle of life with me and did a nice little ocean one, which was very fitting for where I was at the time. So here I'm just picking. What the heck? See what's going on with these words? Picking. I'm just picking. It should have been various creases. I'm not doing all of them. Purely because they're too small. I'm going to come up this way. I'm going to try and do, where he's done 2 lines, I'm going to kind of make that 1 line as a crease, and then down here he's got some crease running down here. It's 12:48 here in the morning, or in the afternoon. So what, I've not seen yours yet. I think I might have commented on it on Instagram actually. I'll have to have a look what yours is, Ashleigh. Doing his creases around his neck, or he's not got a hood on his cape, has he? But I'm going to go back now to Scarlet Red, and I'm going to draw out some of these creases, and then I'll be going back in with the dark one and giving it each crease that harsh edge in the centre of the crease. And that's the best I can do his cape, unfortunately. I'm glad there's not much colouring on this one. This is quite a quick one. And I'm thinking, do I need to put some backgrounds in some of these, or do we not? You know, what are we doing? Afternoon, yeah, 12 afternoon. I've not decided. Got a good background idea for the jesters. But as for all the others, I'm like, But like I said, I'm doing these a lot quicker than I would have done if I was recording them. So please bear with me with the lack of detail, because I am trying to get through 7 here. In a 2-hour stream slot, it may not happen, but we'll see how far we get. But at least I'm doing you a hug. I'm catching up. Be it slowly, but I'm catching up. I think some of my flecks have come through now, so I'm going to sharpen this one up quite good. So this is like a really dark reddish brown, and it is Indian red. And everywhere I've done them lines, I'm going to come in with this. Hopefully the paper will take it, and all where it's dark, I'm going to add this in. And hopefully by doing this, it will make some of the other red pop a bit more. That's my plan. But I'm really adjusting my colouring to this paper, because it's not, with these castle arts, it's not layering very well at all. I'm just keeping a nice harsh edge. Did I say a naughty word, background? I did mine like they were up in the sky. It's not a thingy background. I think you'd be able to guess what kind of background I'm going to do for my one. It won't be anything major if you're copying it, Angie, so don't worry. I don't know if I'm making this cape just look scruffy and not ironed. I don't think I'm putting across a nice creased, a nice wavy thingy. It looks very creased. Oh dear. Hey, well. Hopefully there's not too many clothes ones in this. I didn't really take notice when I was labelling them up. A light hand on this paper. This is not going to work well for me. I don't know what a light hand is. Honestly, I'm so heavy-handed. I'm probably going to rip the paper before time's out. If I end up making a meal out of them, I'll just scan the pages in and do it on good paper. If I can't manage it on this. keep dropping, the pencil keeps sticking to my hand and I'm dropping them in between me and the floor. Which then means I've got to go and bend down to pick it up, and I don't like doing that either. Oh, look. Come back, pencil. I had enough trouble with Tammy's foggy background on this page. Oh, that's a good idea. So I'm going back then to vermilion. I'm going to try and get some of these lines out. And maybe I'll use a blender pencil. Does the blender pencil work on this paper or does it kill it? Let's test it out. Not too bad. Gets rid of some of them white markings without it tearing up the page, which is good. Yeah, I think I might do that. I might use my blender more in this than trying to blend with layers. The paper's gone very, very how can I even say, like toilet paper. I've got scans of them all, Shell. Let me know if you need them. Might save you some time. Or have you scanned them all? I'll iron your cloak for you. I don't think I'm going to put a background in this. I don't know. I just think I'll put... They're already taking me long enough, aren't they? Like you can feel it buckle in the paper there. There's a buckle. I don't know. Blender does work. Right, so let's get some nice navy blues going on for this cake. I don't want purple. So I'm going to go with Delft blue, I think. Have a look at these. It's more purple. Let's try mulberry. No, it's too purple. It's too purple. Ah, that's what I want. Prussian blue. Only got a little bit anyway for his feet, so blanket cover. That's going to go purple, but I'll cover it. So this is cobalt blue. Oh gosh, I've just realised I've got to find a skin tone. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing backgrounds because they're all taking me, like this has took me 15 minutes just to do his cloak. So then I'm coming in with Delft blue. I'm just gonna, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm just going to do it like a highlight in the middle. I think that works. And then here I can just use it like my all in frame down here. I don't know what this bit here is, but looks like he's got a claw foot. And then lastly we've got Prussian blue. And just for these very deep edges here, I think. I think for these hug pages, I think I very doubt you'll get much realism from me. I think you'll get whatever version you see. Get Prussian blue right up in the corners. Oh, it's hot here today, it's proper sweaty. And then cobalt blue again, just to fill up any white gaps. I mean, I don't think I really need to colour the black of the cat when I do it, so what I may do is just add a bit of grey in to just help that shadow look more like a white highlight. Not shadow, but highlight, you know what I mean. So what I'm going to do, where you see the black, I'm going to take some of that out and just think shadows. I'm using Cool Grey Deep in this bit. So don't need the black in, because the black's already there. But I want to emphasise the light that's already shining on her. Because I think Cat Lady's suit is like a leather, isn't it? Catwoman. So yeah. And what I might do with my teaser pen to make it look more like leather, if I get this pen working. It may work, it may not. Try and give it that more black leathery look. Highlight the creases in. Hopefully that gives it more of a leather look than a shading. I'll put this in a little bit there and drag some of it up. What? Ah! Yeah, they might be, yeah. So his hair's pretty black as well, so I'm just going to do a very similar thing. Use the Cool Grey Deep to just darken off some of that. So I'm going to put a flash of light on the toes down here. And I'm going to give him flashes of white. Because he's got slick gelled hair as an SO. Let's find a skin tone. What work? I've never done skin with Castle Arts, I'm not going to lie. Derp, 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 derp. Oops. Might be too yellow. Oh, I'm dropping them all on the floor. Hopefully I'm not after any of them. I think I'm just going to go for a quick skin tone, which will be, this is only a little bit of it, primrose yellow is going to be in all the highlighted areas. So basically all his neck, this will be the quickest skin tone I'll have ever done. Just try and get in between her eyes there, but it's smudging the ink of the book. And then next up I've got yellow ochre light, so I'm just going to come down his neck a little bit here. On the back of his ear. I'd never get anything leather on at all, it won't get over my fat rolls, so there'd be no point in me even trying. And then lastly we've got Van Dyke brown, and that's just going to come in all these darker areas here. And just a little bit off his neck there. And then same under her mask here. A tiny bit under there. And I think that's day 2 done. So I can get my pen back. I'm going to do it with a smaller one so it doesn't seep through. Oh, just bear with me a second. Where is that grey gone? Cool grey deep. Cool grey deep. I'm just going to emphasise the shadows of them again, like they've done here. Soften it off as I go around here. And stretching that out a bit. I'm going to press in a little bit for this darker area under here. This cloak makes. Not comfortable looking. I mean, I'd have to put flaming Vaseline on me for to get any kind of leather suit on. Right, so I think day 2 is complete. Day 2. Day 3, which is which? What have we got on day 3? I love the unicorns. Oh no! Right, So I'm going to need to put this. I don't need my little helping book at the minute, but I do need to put this in between. Day 3. What colour are we going to do these goblin dudes? Right, I think I know. I'll go green straight away. I'm going to go leaf green first, leaf green light. Blanket straight over base. I am doing very basic colouring here, I'll tell you. Not doing anything. I'm going to do 2 colours of green. I'm going to do one a bright green and one like an olive dirty green. I'm just going to make out and not doing the wrong here. That is here. So have I missed out on any juicy gossip? Is there any new products on scene? Because don't forget, I've not been here for, I know it's only been a week, but things can happen in a week. I don't know what's falling. So next up is Castle Green Light. I'm gonna run along the edge of here with that. Picturing green gremlins here, me. We're following all these creases. I watched, was it the Zack Snyder, was it called, of the Justice League the other week. It was 4 hours long, but it was so good. But they were so there was the Justice League and then there was this one, and it was a longer version of it, so things was different in it, and I really liked it, but it was a long film. Hello, Texas. Good morning. How are you doing, honey? Little pots of joyful hugs. That's what these are. So where's his hand? So he's here. So let me just jump back to leaf green light. I think this is here. Am I doing it right? So that's one arm of his. Where are you? This is the other arm, isn't it, here? Oh, it seems such a tight hug, this. Now back with my Castle Green Light. What have you got, Melissa? Have I missed? Oh, you're 36 weeks pregnant today. Not long to go. You can have your baby any time from 37 weeks, can't you? I had my daughter, my first daughter, she came out premature. She was born at 35 weeks, I think it was. 6 weeks premature she was. So she was born at 34 weeks. And she was £4.14, and then Frey was brought on at 38 weeks because they had pregnancy diabetes. And she came out at £6.7 at 38 weeks, so I don't think she was that big of a baby, to be fair. And they said for my height and size that they was Ash should have like £8 odd babies. So when Kian was born and he was £8, what was he now? £8 something, I can't remember the odd what he was, but it's mad the difference in size and stuff. But yeah, I had both my girls early. Yeah, you definitely do. That would be for sure. Okay, and then just pick up a leaf green light again. Now let me just work out his legs. Do you know what would be funny to do? A little green cloud. He's doing a trumping dance. Hug. Oh, these feet are minging. Oh! This is the other leg, is here. Minging feet. Oh, they're knocking me sick. Ew, ew, ew. So, castle green light again for these bits down here. It's because they're so dimply, it's knocking me sick. They're just making me think of warts. I have one here and it's dead hard and crusty and horrible. Yep, they definitely could, Sonetti. Are you going now, hon? Have a lovely rest of your day as well. Whatever it is you're doing today, Sonette. Thank you for coming watching. I really appreciate it. If this paper could take it and they weren't double-sided, this would be good for markers. It's the type of drawings that you would use markers in. So just for the very darkest crevices. I'm going to come in with Hooker's Green. I'm just going to literally highlight off some of these, low light these areas, should I say. There'd be a natural shadow casting from his head there anyway. Gosh, moving and a baby all at the same time, you're keen on, Melissa. I hope everything all goes well for you and to plan. Do you know what you're having, Melissa? Not too sure if you've already said or not in previous videos. Not prostitute pink, Shell. What's that? I'm not using pink in the crevices, no. So just literally just treating it like skin tone, to be fair. Oh, it's all stuck to my arm. Oh! I don't look at it like that anymore. I used to laugh my head off at it until I found out it was actually a colour, and I was like, really? Because I used to laugh at the Hooker's Green and the Arteza set. They're like, why do you call it Hooker's Green? That's so weird. Until someone said to me, it's actually a colour of green. And I was like, alright. I used to laugh my head off at it, thinking, what the heck? Why would they call it that? That's just my brain and my thinking. But yeah, like this page would be amazing for markers. It is, isn't it? It's just got very warty feet, which are minging. Goblin's feet. Imagine if you woke up at the side of a set of goblin's feet in the morning. Ooh, you'd be out that bed quicker than you could set coffee. Right, I'm going to go back with Castle Green Light again. I'm just going to bring some of that green out a bit more. It was created stroke used excessively by Mr. Hooker. Oh. And then lastly back to leaf green light, and I just find that colouring these books like this is the best way. I'm just doing 3 layers and then a layer of one, a layer of the other, and then a quick layer over this, and it works on that paper. But definitely layering loads of layers does not work, so I'm adapting pretty well now to this, I think. Love them toes. I need to stop imagining them like they're real. Okay, so that's that green one done. Now I'm going to go for more of a dirty green. I just dropped a pencil. I don't know where it's gone. Start to find my dirty greens. So I want gold green for a start. Too bright. I'll do it. Ugh. So I've got half an hour and I've done 3. Is it 3? Good day, Tammy. How are you? So we're doing an all over colour of green gold. So he's just a different colour. He might be a bit older. Or he might be, yeah, he's older. He's an older dude, this one. His skin's aged and changed colour. And he's hugging his long lost brother from Timbuktu. So there's going to be no arm there. We might see a little bit of green elbow. And then his little legs with his ginormous foot. And his really weird toes. LJ Hooker, you're the best. Hooker's green is, I think there's Hooker's green in polychromos, yeah, and there's also a Hooker's green in the Arteezas as well. What's going on with this foot? It's even bigger. Okay, and then next up we've got cadmium green. Let me just check I'm doing the right green. That's not my dark green. Okay, so with the cadmium green, I'm just going in. For all the shadows. To be one of Mary's favourite colours, dirty green. I'm just going to open my curtain a little bit so you can get some wind on me. It feels like a sauna sat in here. How have you been, Tammy? I really missed my little buddies while I was away and I couldn't speak and all my phone kept doing was ping, ping, ping. So it was pinging but wasn't showing me the messages and I was like, oh, I really want to see what they're all saying. It was literally a 0 signal area. I mean, you could pay for Wi-Fi in from the park's own Wi-Fi, but it was extortionate. And you could only have it on so many devices. And then I thought there's 4 devices, I think it was. There were 6 of us there, plus my mum, which was 7. So then I thought, I can't have some have Wi-Fi and then not others. So we decided to just keep it a completely Wi-Fi free holiday. Ah, I knew there was something with that Hooker's green. I remember someone telling me the story about it a while ago, but I can't really remember it all. But Angie's just enlightened us all with it. So then I'm going with sap green. I think my lighting's changed now. I've opened that. It's a lighting look okay. Does it need brightening up again because I've opened my curtain and it's affected the lighting. I just might have to change it back. There we go. Oh. So then sap green. And I'm literally, it's not much of a different colour, but it's enough, I think, for this one. They might come in with some dark browns. It's not quite dark enough, I don't think, this. I'm just going to come in with a little bit of this all around his neck here. I'm just going to definitely add some browns into it. Go with Van Dyke Brown. Just add a little light dusting of this. Very light hand. Because I want it to still look green, but I just want it slightly darker. Yeah, it definitely was, Angie. It did the kids a world of good. They just all had fun. They were right on the beach. They were all playing, and that's what I wanted, because at home they just literally sat on the computer day in, day out when they're not at school, and it was just, it's just not nice to see, I don't think. When we was kids, we was off out here, there and everywhere. So I was like, no, you can stay off your phones. And then Aidan, my eldest, he found a position in window where if he held his phone against the glass, it worked. And I was like, you sly devil. But he is 18, so rehearsals are taking over. Taking over my life. Oh no. Normal hand, Angie, sorry. I'm missing that one. Remind me what I've said. I say stuff me and forget what I've said. I'm terrible for that. We're not meant to be using our left hands, are we? Back to green gold. I'm just going to go back over and really deep note that. It looks really dirty gobbling in now. There's something that's ugly cute about these. You said I really like feathering. Oh, yeah, use your other hand. I really like feathering. Right, so let's find some browns to do the jumpers in. I better knock that one off on the floor. What I do with that skin for? I'm just trying this out for his top. So the bright green one, I'm going to go cadmium yellow. I'm just trying to work out where his pants are. Yeah, extremely light and with that brown. Or else it'll be too brown. As brown's more dominant over green, so if I pressed on too hard it'd just go brown. This is his other leg. And this is his top, edge of his top, isn't it, here? And then there's his t-shirt. I think that's the rest of the other dude's body, isn't it? So then I'm moving on to yellow ochre. I'm going to come round these edges of his pants. I don't think I'm going to get to the other ones, am I, today, to be fair. Maybe I could get one more done depending on what the next picture is. So then burnt sienna right in the corners. I want it to look like they've got like that leathery, tanny coloured stuff on. I'm liking it, I'm doing well, I'm getting there with the paper, I'm starting to really get to know what it likes and what it doesn't. I miss the sound of the seagulls. They were like there constantly today, over that last week. Oh, I've not done his other bit. His other leg down here. Celery, and then burnt sienna, and all these deep creases here. And then going back over with cadmium yellow, just pressing on a little bit harder. I don't know what colour to do this guy's claws. Maybe I'm going to do him more cream. Oh no, he can have grey on actually. I'm going to go warm grey light. Charcoal with a bit of, do we have a black in here? I must have lost my Castle Arts black, but it doesn't have one. Because it's not here. Oh yeah, it's here. Okay. So I'm going to do warm grey light, and I'm going to do a layer over all of his clothes with this first. And you might not be able to see the difference in colour. But you will if you're following along with the colours I'm using. There's a little belt and his flaps. And then I'm moving on to charcoal grey. This one's never been used, so I need to sharpen that funky square edge off. So all around his pants here, I'm going to go under his belt and down here. They look really joyful and happy, don't they? Like they're enjoying life. Okay. So most of the light is coming from this angle over, so I'm just going to do a little bit round here, then mostly dark for this section. What's Hell Week? Oh, thank you, Ashleigh. I need to look what we've all done properly so then I can see, because last time we did Colin, our colours were all very similar. They weren't the same things coloured in the same colours, but we'd used virtually the same palette as such. So then all under this side's going to be darker grey. Oh, I've not done his upper shirt up here. I feel like I've had no time to colour right now, or else I'm losing my stream. Oh no. Have you got quite in front of your hugs, Ashleigh? I think that's how I'm feeling, because I've got to get all my washing done for the holiday, because obviously I've got loads of washing from the holiday. And then we're wearing clothes as we're being at home, so my actual clothes are building up from what we're wearing now. And then I'm like, oh, and it's like major catch up. And then I get dead stressed out because I end up with loads of washing, and then it looks a mess and I can't deal with lots of washing. Right, and then ivory black. I'm going to bring this right in at the corners here. Just virtually where the creases mainly are darkest. Under these. Oops, sorry, I'm moving everything with me. I'm just going around these for the detail of these bits. See, I'd rather just skim over clothes, because they are my nemesis. I don't like them. So when he's where his hands in, he's going to cause a shadow there. Let's go back to charcoal grey. This picture literally makes you feel the glee of a hug between friends. Oh, they are cute, these two dudes, aren't they? Done that shadow the wrong way. There shouldn't really be a shadow there. I'm just concentrating on this one. and then I forget to talk. So I do apologise if I go a bit quiet sometimes when I start concentrating on stuff. I'm like, oh. So then our lightest again, which was warm grey light. I'm just going to press on a bit harder for this and just literally all them white spaces. I'm just going to make sure all the white space from the page is completely covered with colour. Okay, so I've been on 2 hours now, so how many hugs have I done? Let me just do, what are they stood on? Do you think they're stamping in a bit of water? In a bit of green murky. I want to go a bit of green murky water, so I'm just going to add a bit of green in, which is cadmium green. I'm just going to add, like I want it to look a bit swampy, so it's not like a background. I just kind of want this to be a mix of the just dancing in the swampiness. And then we're going to go a bit of yellow ochre. With a bit of blue, so we're going to go cobalt turquoise, just really lightly. Jumping in that watery slop. And that's all I'm going to kind of do for that. It's kind of like the reflections are thinking off in the water, isn't it? I didn't actually plan it to come out like that, but that's what it looks like. There, I think that looks. I'm just going to give it a nice little blend with my blender, so it gets rid of them pencil strokes. That blue, where's it gone? In between his legs here. Smoosh, 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 yes, I'm smooshing them together. I love how that's come out. It just looks like the reflection on that watery stuff they're stomping in. I don't know for a bit of effect whether I want to kind of just do some watery things coming off his foot. Delve blue just in the top corners of them. A bit of reflection of green, maybe, you know. Let's add a bit of delft blue in these. So this is delft blue. Just in this centre bit here. just smoosh some of that in now. A nice little blend. Make it look a bit ripply. Hi Marilyn, how are you? Good morning, good morning. I'm just going to get the white. I do have my white Posca somewhere, but I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, there it is. I get these actually, I forgot I had these. I did have a lovely holiday, Marilyn, thank you. It was amazing. Kids had a blast and that's all I wanted. So I'm just using a white acrylic pen here. Just kind of give it this stomp effect. And these, just a bit of water dribbling off his foot. And then kind of make it look like it's splashing like that. Got a bit of water bubbles on his feet, his legs. Just let my hand kind of do what it wants with the white pen. Have a bit of wet on here. His feet are going to be wet across the bottom. Oh, good. So I think they're good. Little white teeth. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Little bit of floor work there. So that's my 2 hours done. So I didn't get to 1 to 7. So I did the first page, which is day 1. Then we've done day 2, and then I've managed to do day 3. That's too big. What did I do with it? Drop on the floor. See, I do this and I put pens down and think, what did I do with it? Here it is. So this one was day 3, wasn't it? Day 3. So yeah, I hoped you liked them 3 days. I'm going to obviously do some more videos. So when I do tomorrow's video, which is day 8, I need to do, what have I got to do? Oh, I've got to do the little dude. Oh, that's a big one. I haven't got a catch up. So day 6 and today was the little, oh Luke. So tonight I'm going to put a video up, I think, and do 4, 5 and 6. And then tomorrow I think will be day 7 and then day 8 and I've caught up. But yeah, I love my little dancing trolls. I would always rather be happy than dignified. That's true. I'd rather be happy than dignified. So I'll take some pictures of them and upload them to Instagram, and I will try and catch up when I can. But I think my favourite so far is these trolls, what I've done. I like these ones better than the Superman dude. He's pretty good as well. I quite like him. So I'll get pictures on today. Hello, Kelly. I've only just finished. I've just finished, should I say? Because I don't think if I do another, I've got too much to do. I think today to start another. Is that a big one? That one. It's not too big, is it? Should I do 4? It is, Kelly. It's the 100 hugs that me, Tammy, Ashleigh and Angie are doing daily. I'm a bit behind because I've been on holiday, only came back on Sunday night, so I'm a bit behind on the hugs, so I'm catching up, but I will be hopefully catching up and doing it daily with them as well. And the hashtag is Hug a Day September on Instagram. If anyone's following along with us, please pop them on the hashtag and we can see what you've done from there. So yeah, I'll pop a video on later tonight. I'll colour 3 more tonight and pop that video on, and then try and catch up today. What are we today? 7. So this is what you've all done today. So I've got so I've got 4, 5 and 6 to do. So if I try and get these 3 done on video tonight and uploaded, and then I can upload day 7 and 8 in the morning, I think I will try. I will try my best, but if not, I will catch up to them all. Don't worry. They all look great. Shell, looking forward to seeing the rest. Where did you buy the book from? It's from Amazon. I think Angie put the link in just a bit further up. I don't know if it'll show you. Let me have a look if I can grab it. I'm sure it is in my description as well. Ashleigh's birthday schedule is on there. Let me just have a look what date that is. So the next colourathon is Ashleigh's weekend happy birthday, and that is starting Friday 24th of September, Saturday 25th of September through to Sunday 26th of September. There's quite a lot of streamers in that one, so that's to colour anything that makes you happy. So for me, it's probably no doubt going to be a Ken Matsuda or a Kirby. It'll be one or the other because I do love both of them books. Or it could even be a Carolina Korkusaka, and I've not pronounced that correct at all. So that's Ashleigh's one. There we go. Angie's put the link in for Amazon. I couldn't find it. It's nearly 10 p.m. here in Sydney, New South Wales. We're still in COVID lockdown. Oh no, I hope you're out of it very soon. We're still bad here in the UK, but they're not locking anything down because the hospitals are under control. People are getting it but not getting seriously ill with it. No great hurry. So there is that one coming up. We're doing the 100 hugs all the way through September, so please check out, if you're not already subscribed to myself, Tammy, Ashleigh and Angie, please subscribe to all of their channels. Links are in my description. Every one of us is uploading a hug daily, so come along and join us for that. And whichever you do, if you are colouring along or you're doing your own version of it, please tag us on Instagram, our names, so at Shellarty or at Amazon Tammy or at Ashleigh. I'm not sure if Ashleigh, I think it's Ashleigh Saint Perrier on Instagram, I think. But please tag us, please tag the hashtag. We'd love to see what hugs you've given throughout September. And for me, I'm all done for today. And that's all, folks. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for coming along, and I'm glad to be back to see you all, and I will see you on Friday night for my live stream at 8 p.m. as well as the Hugs Daily. Bye, everyone. Have an awesome day. I'll go buy the book. Lovely, Kelly. Don't forget to show us the work that you've done. Well, thanks, everyone. Have an awesome day. That's it, at Ashleigh-Megan on Instagram. So yeah, make sure you tag all 4 of us on Instagram, so we can all at least comment on your pictures. Goodbye everyone. Bye.